Blessed is the man who walketh not in the way of the sinner. Salam Tanestilan, everyone. Greetings on this very good day. Yes, I know. You're all saying, Mhoy, where have you been? Well, I'm sure some of you know by now I was in the Holy Land of Ethiopia, and now I have returned back to the States. And I would like to share with you a very, very special time that I had and some experiences that I had in Ethiopia and also in Monastery. Ethiopia is a land shrouded in mystery. You can see God's work even through his creation. And when you take the time and you watch and see, you can see this unfold right in front of your eyes. One day, when I was not able to go to the church, I was in my cell in the city and I stood by my balcony door to hear the Kadasi as it is chanted over the city. Now, Ethiopia is known for this. No matter where you go, north, south, east, or west, if there is a church, you can hear the Kadasi and the chants going on throughout the towns. And today was no different. And so, as I'm standing by my door, looking outside and participating in Kadasi, even from my cell in the city, a bird came out of nowhere and landed on the wire. And it was as if the bird was listening to the service along with me. It was such an amazing sight to see. There's no question that animals adapt to their environment and will come around people if they feel safe. They too have this sense of knowing. Yes, they were created by God as well. And when they know you and they feel at peace, they too will live among you with no problem. And you see this all throughout the monastery where animal and also man coexist together in one habitation. One day I was in my cell in monastery and there were birds who live among the monks. They are actually friends of Abba Zacharias. They were perched outside my window and on the railing. They were minding their own business, looking very majestic, so at peace. And I found it to be just amazing how they live among the people as we all live together in the monastery. So I go out, I greet them, they greet me before scattering and eating the remainder of their food that was presented. The leader, I think this one is the leader, the last one standing on the rail, is checking me out and looking and different things like that. I just find it so amazing. You definitely would not see that in other parts of the world where animals and man can coexist together. Then I returned back to my cell. I started minding my own business. I'm reading my Bible. I'm going through my journal, I'm in prayer and meditation. Then the birds fly to my windowsill, and I'm very amazed. I'm thinking, what are they doing? Then all of a sudden, they burst into my cell through the window. They start coming into the cell. I hear them pecking at the door. I open the door. They're at the door. They're leaving their droplets everywhere. I am amazed. I'm thinking, what are you doing? I wasn't bothering anyone. I was at peace. And here you are bursting in. I think the leader led them to do this. It's almost as if they were paying me back the visit. As I just showed up on them, now they just show up on me. Surprisingly, they find Abba Zacharias. Abba Zacharias is sitting outside on the balcony. He's minding his own business. He is in prayer, and the birds fly over to him. They start climbing on him. They perch on top of his head. He is amazed. He's thinking, oh, I'm minding my own business. I haven't done anything. And the birds went and also paid him a visit as well. We are all amazed at such great glories of God. This is how it is in Monastery. All day long, both man and animal live together in the same habitation. The animals feel safe with the monks. The monks also feel safe with the animals. And we all share a very unique peace, being in the oneness of God's creation. Even the festival, lamb and sheep share within this unity of peace that is around the monastery. They are gentle, they are very kind, they have no problem living among the monks and also the people of the towns, even though they are prepared for the slaughter. On a separate day, I'm in my cell, and one of the festival lambs enters my room looking for food. I'm amazed yet again because you would not see this normally, especially in the States where people go to the grocery stores and they buy their food all nice and packaged and ready to go. They don't see the full process on how their food actually gets to the table. So sometimes I am pinched a little bit when I see the festival lamb or sheep and how they are around the monastery and how they follow the monks, and when they come to us looking for food, knowing that they would be food for us soon makes you look at things a little bit differently. And they love being around the monks. They follow them wherever they go in the monastery, especially the righteous and the holy monks who are filled with prayer and have this closeness with God. They seem to know each other. You know, animals are very gentle, very quiet souls. So they have a very good, keen sense on righteousness and gentleness and peacefulness. And they can pick it up within the monks, and they can pick it up within their environment. These animals are so precious, especially the festival lamb or sheep. They don't fight, they don't scream, they don't try to run. Even when the shears or the knife is right in front of their faces, they don't yell or even make a sound. You get these experiences all throughout Ethiopia. no matter if you're in the city or if you're in the countryside, the rural side, or even in the monastery. And not only just in Ethiopia, I believe wherever the church is, you get this habitation where the animals in a natural environment and the monks can coexist. Now, I have another visitor who likes to show up at my cell looking for food, of course, likes to sunbathe on the balcony during the spring and the summertime, and that is a holy squirrel. Yes, that's right, a holy squirrel. Every season, when there's a new batch of squirrels that have been born, one squirrel always stays back. And I get a blessing to see the squirrel from like a baby size all the way up when they're fat and plump, old enough to have a litter for themselves. Sometimes we hang out together, we eat cashews together, and I just get a very grateful feeling that no matter if I'm in Ethiopia or even in the States, I get to share in that unity of peace, even with God's animal kingdom. On another day, I was outside my church when a white cat showed up. And instead of just, scurrying by and running off, he decided to stay there and just quietly sit with me. And again, yes, I'm amazed at how animals can just have a sense of knowing to be at peace and have no qualms of being with the monks. And as I'm watching this cat, it made me to remember of one of our church saints, Gabri Memphis Kudus, and how he was just out in the desert among the lions and the tigers and the various of cats who you would think would shred someone to pieces in the desert, right? No, not Gabri Memphis Kudus, a very holy man of God, out in the desert among such animals. And later on, I was out buying some fruit at the local fruit stand. I am coming back to the church, and lo and behold, there is another cat who is visiting the church. It looks like he was drinking some water that had pooled by our door, and I approached the cat and I asked him if he had came there to pray. Now, with my ears, when I asked him this question, it sounded as if he was saying yes, yes, making his meow sound. I asked him, "Did you come here to pray?" And he says, "Yes, yes." You can listen to the audio and you can tell me what you think it sounds like. Hi. Hi, kitty. Hi. Hi, kitty. Have you come to pray? You came to pray? You come to the church? Yes? How are you? How are you, kitty? Have you come to pray with us? Yes? 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 Can I pet you? Can I pet you, kitty? Hi, how are you? I have had many experiences like these And I'm sure some of you can also relate. God truly does work through his creation. And he seems to bring us all together when we have the right environment where we can be at peace, both man and animal or beast living among each other like we used to do back in the garden. And I'm sure we are moving towards that same experience once again. I hope and pray that you have found this to be joyful and that you have seen and learned something from all of this. And I pray that whatever has been shared, that you have received a blessing. And as always, do not fear, little flock, for it is the Father's desire to give you the kingdom. So be it.
Carry Lysol, carry Lysol, carry Lysol, carry Lysol, carry Lysol, carry Lysol.